Okay, so as you know, there is a decline in habitat around the world. This has led to many species becoming endangered. Conventions and agreements have been made worldwide to conserve our habitats and the number of species. The first one is the CITES Convention. CITES stands for the Convention of International Trade of Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. The CITES Convention was first set up in 1973. Its aims are to regulate and monitor international trade in selected species of plants and animals. It ensures that international trade does not endanger the survival of populations in the wild. It ensures that wild plants are not traded for commercial purposes. It ensures that artificially propagated plants are allowed to be traded subject to permits. And it ensures that some slightly less endangered wild species are allowed to be traded subject to permit as agreed with the exporting and importing countries. They do this by monitoring borders between countries, which reduces the number of illegal exports such as animal skin and tusks as shown in these pictures. But it also stops the trade of rare plants like orchids. It is hard to enforce these measures as there are always people trying to smuggle these things in. Okay. So another convention is the Convention on Biological Diversity. The Convention on Biological Diversity was signed by 150 countries in the 1992 Rio Earth Summit. So when you sign the convention, your country has to have sustainable use of its components, have appropriate sharing and transfer of scientific knowledge and technologies, have fair and equitable sharing of benefits arising out of the use of genetic resources, have conservation of biological diversity, and appropriate shared access to genetic resources. It encourages cooperation between countries and also encourages them to put in place in situ and ex situ conservation. The environmental impact assessment is part of the Convention of Biological Diversity. It asks states to give details on any planning they are deciding to do which might affect their states. It promotes the exchange of information, consultation and development that might affect a partner state. It promotes notification to partner states of any grave dangers to biological diversity that might affect them, and it avoids the risk of adverse effects on the biological diversity of an area. It is usually done at a local level where the local authority asks for an EIA assessment when thinking of giving planning permission.